Rumors suggest that Skeleton Crew characters are going to appear in Dave Filoni's Star Wars crossover film. A new report, also from industry insider Daniel Richtman, hints that characters from Skeleton Crew may feature in Dave Filoni's upcoming New Republic Star Wars movie. If Skeleton Crew's characters join the Filoni vision of interconnected stories from The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, and the Book of Boba Fett, while Richtman did not specify which characters might appear, speculation points to the show's main cast, including the titular kids, the Skeleton Crew themselves, and Jod Na Nawood. The series, which has yet to conclude its storyline, also introduces several intriguing supporting characters whose arcs could connect to the broader Star Wars narrative. Filoni's film is expected to focus on Grand Admiral Thrawn, who was recently reintroduced in Ahsoka. The Imperial warlord is rallying remnants of the Empire to challenge the New Republic, potentially setting the stage for a major showdown. Skeleton Crew's mysteries, such as the true identity of Jod Na Nawood and the dark secrets of the planet At-Aten, could tie into this overarching conflict. The quote-unquote Mandoverse shows, including The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, have already established Thrawn's significance through the Shadow Council, a group of Imperial loyalists aiming to restore the Empire. If Skeleton Crew's characters join Filoni's crossover, they may find themselves drawn into the escalating battle between the New Republic and those Imperial remnants, paving the way for connections to the rise of the First Order that we see in the sequel trilogy. Pete,
yes,
we talked about this and we texted about this story earlier today, and I kind of spouted off right off the bat, put them kids in that movie, and you said it's interesting that you went to the kids, because I think your mind, when you saw this, went another direction. What do you see as the connecting point between Skeleton Crew and this possible Filoni movie?
Well, so much depends on how Skeleton Crew ends next week, of course, and we'll talk about sort of my big idea as to how I think it's going to end. But I think the planet At-Aten could play a part in it. I don't necessarily think it's the kids. I think somehow, the pirates have always played a part in the dark underworld of Star Wars, and don't put it past Thrawn to engage with pirates and find out where At-Aten is, and perhaps it becomes sort of a major battleground, because Thrawn is all about fighting for budget, right? I mean, we saw it in Rebels, and we saw it him versus Krennic. We saw a little bit of just sort of the Imperial financial battles during Bad Batch. So I wouldn't be surprised if At-Aten becomes kind of a target for Thrawn, and perhaps the focus of a major battle. Who survives it? I'll just put a little tease and say, wait till you hear my theory as to how Skeleton Crew ends in our next segment. But I think it will be one of the kids, and I think a familiar ship will be involved. That's my theory. What is your thought on bringing those? I think part of the problem too is the kids are going to be getting older. We're going to have a Stranger Things issue happening. So
yeah, I mean, on the surface, my reaction is the main characters of the show are the kids. Mm-hmm. And so when it's, I see a headline that says Skeleton Crew characters in Mando movie, Filoni movie, automatically just go to the kids. I don't know that makes the most sense. I think you're, exactly right. I think, the bigger picture of, we're yet to find out, who the supervisor is. And, the Great Eyes, as I've taken to calling them. I think the banking, the funding, we've said that kind of from the beginning. Is this the planet that's funding Palpatine's return? I do.
Somehow Palpatine returned.